I'm all about making the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time, right? We all just want to make millions in this game as quick as possible and legit. Not by doing glitches or any of that stuff, because you're end up just going to get banned anyway and waste all of your time. So 700,000 in an hour. That sounds pretty decent, especially for a low-level player. I started the series about a week ago, starting off at level 1 in 2022, and since then, we've made tens of millions and bought tons of businesses, and we're doing pretty decent. But I told you guys that I will scour the internet, and if I find anything that would make it the easiest way possible to make money, I will find it and I will let you know. And I stumbled across something that just showed up on my suggested literally yesterday, and I'm like, this is too good to be true, surely. So I won't name the video, but the premise is simple. You buy a motorcycle club, or if you're starting fresh in 2022 like me on PC, you get it for free anyway because of the whatchamacallit, majiggy criminal enterprise starter pack, and then you buy the garage for the side of it, which is 500k. I think it's a little more than 500k, so it's quite a lot. So I would assume you're making it's a decent amount of money, especially if you're a lower player. Spending 500k on a garage is quite a bit. So anyway, the premise: you own this motorcycle club, you purchase the garage for the side, and then you start doing missions. Specifically, the life and death bikes mission. Now, in this mission, it's pretty simple. You start the mission, you drive to a house in the hills, you kill a few guards outside, you get in the house, you go downstairs, you kill the big fat guy that's got a big head helmet on that's super strong, you steal the bike, and then you have to go and kill some people, and then you can, because you own, and listen, this is where it gets tricky, because you own the garage on the side of it, once you've killed those people, you are given the option to drive it back to your garage to sell it, basically. And for doing that, you get like an extra 30,000. And supposedly, this mission takes 6 minutes, and you can do it 10 times in an hour, which would obviously come out to 750k an hour, which I saw that, and I'm like, damn, this looks easy. I watched it, and I'm like, he said we could do this 6 times, 10 times in an hour. So I put it to the test because I'm all about making money. So I set the timer, I hit record, and I told myself I'm going to record for an hour straight and see how we do. We did mission after mission after mission. We killed people after people after people, and we delivered the motorcycle time after time after time after time. And you could say it was 75k every single time we did it. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, this myth has been busted, because the person whose video I saw that popped up, and I'm like, this is too good to be true. It is too good to be true, because I went back after trying this myself for an hour, and they only did it once in the video, and they didn't do it ever. They didn't do it again. They did it once. So they didn't really have an average to be able to tell how much time that it took, because the average of this mission is actually about 11 minutes. It spans from 7 to 13, each variant. It's the same mission each time, but it's different locations. And it spans anywhere from 7 to 13 minutes, but I would say on average it's like 11, 12 minutes per mission. Unfortunately, you cannot do it 10 times an hour. I managed to do it in that hour 5 times. Netting myself 375,000, ladies and gentlemen, which, don't get me wrong, is not awful, but it is nothing to write home about. You know what I mean? There's much better ways in GTA Online to make more money than that an hour. But it is a simple mission. If you were to get the 7-minute mission, which isn't... He did it in 7, then he rounded it down for some reason to 6, which didn't make sense. I think it was just so that they could say you could do it 10 times an hour and make 750. You can't. Don't waste your time. You cannot do this and make 750 grand an hour. Because also, to do this, after every mission, you need to start a new lobby so that the mission pops back up again. So keeping that time in mind, keeping the fact that it's actually more averages 11 minutes, not 6 minutes. Yeah, you can do it 5 times. You're not doing it. You're not getting 750k an hour. You're just not. But my goal is to find the easiest and best ways to make money in this game, and I was actually really interested. The idea of that, making 700k an hour, made me think, okay, what is the best thing you can do? What is the highest amount of money you can make an hour? What do you have to do to make the highest amount of money an hour? So I will definitely be digging into that this week and making a video for you. But as you guys know, tomorrow is update day, and we're going to have an update. So I'm going to be able to look and see how to take advantage of what they give us. Hopefully it was better than last week when we got the bloody exotics, which I did a video on, which was actually really good. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It was a pretty decent video, but the exotic thing was absolute. But as always, I will continue scouring the internet for the best ways to make money in this game, and we will find them for you. And I will have a video on the best way to make money in 1 hour in this game next week.